Good morning, students. Today we will discuss fourth part of the chapter Ivan Streisand O level. Okay, so as we all know very well that the story Ivan Streisand O level by Colin Dexter describes the conflict between the criminal and the law imposing authorities and how a sharp criminal manages to escape from the prison fourth time, befooling the prison officials, and it shows the lack of intelligence, alertness, and sharp wittedness on the part of the prison authorities. So, our chapter, our story, Ivan Streisand O level, starts with a telephonic conversation between the governor and the examination board secretary. Actually, governor of the HM prison did not want to take any risks on the day of exam. For that reason, the governor wanted to conduct an O level exam in German language for a prisoner in the HM prison only. Okay, and the prisoner name is, we all know very well, Ivan's the Break. And the secretary asks about the venue of the exam and also about the invigilator for it. Governor replies that the exam can be conducted in Ivan's cell and a churchman will be appointed as the invigilator for the exam. They both then end their conversation by deciding on how and when the exam will be conducted. Okay, we all know very well that governor informed secretary about Ivan's what, that he has the habit of stealing, and Ivan's is a bit of a card, means he is perfect in imitations. Okay, and was a Evans was a bit of a card, and Evans was good at imitations and all, we have come to know. Okay, but he did not inform secretary about his one thing, what, that Evans is famous for breaking the jail. So governor thought that he would himself look on that thing. Okay, so we all know very well that Evans the Break, as Evans had already Evans had already broken the jail. Okay, thrice, 3 बार वो जेल तोड़ चुका है. Okay, fine. Then we have come to know that on the day of the exam in the morning, a senior prison officer Jackson visits Evans' cell to conduct an inspection so that if any weapon may be hidden, and they are going through this checking because Evans had successfully escaped from prison earlier also. So the episode gave him the name of Evans the Break. Okay, fine, because the governor was not ready to take any risks with this, as it could bring a bad name to him. Jackson and Stephen checked the cell thoroughly, and they had taken away his nail scissors earlier. Okay, Jackson ordered Stevens to take away his razor blade as soon he had shaved. We have come to know. Then we have finally come to know that Jackson ordered Evans to take off his hat, but left it because Evans requested him not to do so, as it was his lucky hat for the exam. Jackson allowed him to wear the hat just once. He also teased him by calling him Shirley Temple. Shirley Temple was an actress who had long wavy hair. Jackson hated Evans' long and wavy hair. He then asked him to shave. So we have come to know up to here. Okay, and today we will start from page number 74. So, students, all the sorts of arrangements were made to keep a check on Evans. Even everything was arranged. Okay, Jackson had already means told Evans to cut his hair. Fine, and now we will see what happened outside, who is coming to take the exam. At 8:45 the same morning, the Reverend Stuart McClary, as I have already informed you that who is coming to take the exam, churchman. Okay, so the Reverend Stuart McClary left his bachelor flat in Broad Street and stepped out briskly towards Carfax. towards Carfax. Okay, the weatherman reported temperatures considerably below the normal for early June, and a long black overcoat and a shallow crowned clerical hat provided welcome protection from the steady drizzle which had set in half an hour earlier, and which now spattered the thick lenses of his spectacles. In his right hand, he was carrying a small brown suitcase. He was carrying a small brown suitcase. Fine, and then suitcase, and then we have come to know which contain that suitcase contained all that he would need for his morning duties, including a sealed question paper envelope, a including a question paper envelope, a yellow invigilation form, a special authentication card from the examination board, a paper knife, a Bible. He was to speak to the Women's Guild that afternoon on the Book of Ruth, and a current copy of the Church Times. So, students, who is coming to take paper? Reverend Stuart McClary. And Reverend Stuart McClary uh, was approaching from where? From his bachelor flat in Broad Street to the which area? Oxford HM prison. Fine, Oxford HM prison. So now we will see that at 8:45 a.m. Stuart McClary, who was a member of the church, left his bachelor flat. Made for a single bachelor flat means made for a single person. Okay, and he started walking fast towards Carfax. The weather reports claimed that the temperature would be below normal in early June. So McClary was wearing a black overcoat and a clerical hat. Okay, hat used by church clergy, that hat to protect himself from rainfall that started within half an hour. It had also splashed raindrops had also splashed water on his spectacles. Fine. Then we have come to know that he was carrying a small brown colored suitcase in his right hand. It had all the things required for his morning duties, such as sealed question paper, because he is going to take paper envelope, yellow supervisor form, special permission card that verified him as a supervisor, a blunt knife to cut the seal of the paper, a Bible, as he had to speak for a women association on the Book of Ruth, and a latest copy of the Church Times. Means these all things were in the suitcase. Fine. Now we have come to know that Evans was getting ready for the exam, and on the other hand, who approached in the jail in the HM prison? McClary, churchman who was coming to take paper, and we have seen his preparation. Now, what happened over there? That when he was coming, we have seen 2 hour examination was scheduled to start at 9:15 a.m. Evans was lathering his face vigorously. Okay, lathering means to form foam with soap, झाग बनाना साबुन से. Okay, when Stephen brought in two small square tables, means Stephen, newly recruited prison officer, was arranging tables in the room and set them opposite each other in the narrow space between the bunk on one side and on the other, a distempered stone wall. Next, Stevens brought in two hard chairs, the slightly less battered of which he placed in front of the table, which stood nearer the cell door. Jackson put in a brief final appearance. Behave yourself, laddie. Now we will see that Evans was forming what? Evans was forming form with the soap. Okay, and over there we will see that Jackson would come, but prior to that we have seen that Stephen was making arrangement in the room. Stephen was making arrangement in the room. Stephen brought in two small square tables. दो tables क्यों? क्योंकि one table would be used by Evans and one table would be used by McClary invigilator. Okay, and he put them opposite each other in the small space between the bed and the painted wall. He then brought in two chairs. One chair would be used by Evans and the next chair would be used by Stephen. The chair which was battered, more battered, okay, he put uh, near bunk where Evans would sit. जो थोड़ी टूटी हुई चेयर थी, मीन्स कम टूटी हुई चेयर को उसने कहाँ रखा? इवांस के पास में, कि इवांस वहाँ बैठेगा. ओके. Next, Stevens brought in two hard chairs, the slightly less battered of which he placed in front of the table, which stood nearer the cell door. Jackson put in a final brief appearance. Behave yourself, laddie. As we all know very well, that the exam would start at 9:15 a.m. Exam would start at 9:15 a.m. So Jackson came over there before time, and Jackson means Jackson ordered Evans, what? Behave yourself, laddie. And Evans turned and nodded. And these, then Jackson pointed to the pin-ups of. Evans turned and nodded again. I was going to take them down anyway. A minister isn't the chap coming to sit in, I mean. So here the point is to be noted. Jackson ordered Evans to remove the posters which Evans had pinned up on the cell wall. Dirty pictures were on the wall. Evans agreed to this and said that, oh, sorry, he was about to remove them as he knew that it was some churchman. Okay, sorry, मुझे तो information है कि कोई churchman आ रहे हैं who was going to come for the exam. So Jackson was shocked over there. And how did you know that? Asked Jackson quietly. So over there, Jackson was shocked, and he queried as to how he knew that. Evans said that he had noticed it when he had signed the examination forms. Well, I had to sign some forms. So Evans ने बता दिया कि you all know me very well. I could not help, means I can't stay without looking here and there. And when I was signing some examination form yesterday, then I had seen the 2 or 3 days back, जब मैंने form sign किया तो I had seen the name, and I have come to know one churchman was coming to take the exam. Evans had explained. Evans continued with his shaving and sought Jackson's permission to ask him something. Then Evans drew the razor carefully down his left cheek and left a net sweat in the white leather. And then he requested. Evans continued with his shaving and sought. Can I ask you one question, Mr. Jackson? मुझे आपसे एक बात पूछनी, Mr. Jackson. Can I ask you something, Mr. Jackson? Why did they have to bug me in this cell? He nodded his head vaguely to a point above the door. Okay, means Jackson and Stephen, what they had used in the room, what they had settled in the room. What was it? It was the speaker. It was the speakers that was the order from the governor to put them into the cell. So Evans had already noticed it. Okay, so Evans said that he had noticed it when he had signed. Evans continued with his shaving and sought Jackson's permission to ask him something. He then asked him why the officer had put a microphone in his cell. कि मेरे रूम में ये, means he has shown it. उसको उन्होंने इवांस ने जेस्चर से दिखाया, मीन्स इशारे करके दिखाया कि why did they have to bug me in this cell? Why they have to bug me in this cell? Fine. So over here we will see why did they have to bug me in this cell. He nodded his head vaguely to the point above the door. Not a very neat job, considered Jackson. It means we have come to know that. He then asked him about the microphone in the cell. So Jackson replied over there. Jackson admitted that the microphone was not put perfectly as Evans easily spotted it. They don't honestly think I'm going to try to. Then further Evans questions him why they think that he would run. ऐसा क्यों सोचती हो मैं भागूंगा? Means are they not are they not developing the view that I am giving the paper? क्या उनको ये नहीं पता कि मैं पेपर दे रहा हूँ? They are taking no chances, Evans. Nobody in his senses would take any chance with you. So Jackson replied over the air that anyone with a sense would not trust him. Evans, nobody would have trust on you and would not trust you. ना तो किसी का ट्रस्ट है और ना कोई करेगा. Evans then questions, who's going to listen in? मुझे कौन सुनेगा माइक्रोफोन में? Then Jackson replied that I will tell you who's going to listen in, laddie. It's the governor himself. See, he don't trust you a bloody inch. Then Jackson replied that the governor would listen as he did not trust him. Jackson told him that even he did not trust him, so he would watch him. Then Jackson further replied, what? I will be watching you like a hawk. Means nor governor had trust on you, nor neither governor nor I. ना तो गवर्नर का ट्रस्ट है ना मेरा है. So I will be watching you like a hawk. Governor would listen to you, okay, and I will be watching you like a hawk. And Jackson would watch him like a hawk, a bird that keeps its eye on its prey. Okay, so मैं तुम्हें हॉक की तरह तुम्हारे ऊपर नज़र रखूँगा, Evans. So keep your nose clean. It means what? He finally asks him to keep his nose clean. Means be cautious and alert. Okay, clear? Evans agreed. He knew this already, and so he had kept a neat hanky on the bed. And you have to notice over there that he had already. Who? Beta, Evans. Evans had already had fixed in his mind what? Had fixed something in his mind, and he had already thought of that. And number 2 handkerchief was lying ready on the bunk. You have to notice this thing. Number 2 handkerchief. Why did he put number 2 handkerchief over there? We will see later on in the chapter. Okay, fine. So just one more thing I say. Now Jackson was leaving the room. Why? Because exam was about to start and McClary was on the way. Just one more thing I say before his departure. Jackson replied, yeah, what, sir? Good luck, old son. So Jackson wished him good luck before leaving. Now we will see in the little lodge just inside the prison main gates. So McClary had already approached the prison main gate. Okay, the priest McClary signed his name in the visitors book at the gatehouse. Okay, in the little lodge just inside the prison main gates, the Reverend S. McClary signed his name. So what date is today, beta? Today is 8 June, and exam would be conducted at what time? At 9:15 a.m. S. McClary signed his name neatly in the visitor's book and then walked side by side with a silent prison officer across the exercise yard to D wing. Then we would see over here that there he was greeted. He then followed the prison officer from the main gate. One prison officer escorted him up to where? Up to D wing. And at the D wing over there, he was greeted by Mr. Jackson. Okay, where he was greeted by Jackson. The wing's heavy door was unlocked and locked behind them. Why this line is used over here, beta? The wing's heavy door was unlocked and locked behind them. Actually, governor was listening. Who has opened the door? He did not know who has opened the door, but he has come to know somebody has opened the door. The wing's heavy door, outer door, was unlocked and locked behind them. The heavy inner door, this aim, and McClary was handed into Stephen's keeping. Get the razor, murmured Jackson. So we can see over here that there were two gates. One gate is over here. Okay, then it is corridor, and second gate is over here. And here we can see Jackson, and here we can see Stephen. And then whose room? And then whose rooms? McClary's room. Sorry, Ivan's room. Okay, fine. So we will see over here what that Jackson was greeted. McClary was greeted by Jackson. McClary was greeted by Jackson, and finally, Jackson escorted Stephen up to the gate. Jackson is escorted Stephen Jackson escorted McClary up to the gate. Now we will see over here that Stephen, get the razor, murmured Jackson. Jackson asked about what, beta? About the razor. Stephen noted that he had already taken the razor. Well, keep your eyes skinned clear. Jackson finally gave the warning to Stephen. What? Keep your eyes skinned. Keep your eyes skinned. It means be cautious and alert. Okay. So what happened? McClary joined Stephen. So Jackson ordered Stephen to remove the razor from the cell. Jackson agreed. He also told him to keep a close watch. Okay. Stephen nodded again, and McClary, his feet clanging up the iron stairs. Now we would see that from the second door, McClary was escorted up to which gate? Up to Ivan's room. So over there, Stephen agreed. He also told him to keep a close watch. McClary made a vibrating sound while climbing up the stairs, following his new guide. When they reached the entrance of the cell, whose cell, beta? Ivan's cell, and finally stood before a cell door, where Stephen opened the peephole and looked through. That's him, sir. Sir, वो सामने है. Evans, facing the door, sat quietly at the farther of the two tables, his whole attention riveted to a textbook of elementary German grammar. So it seemed that Evans was ready to give exam, and Evans was interested. We can take the you can say we can take the clue over here, because his whole attention riveted to a textbook of elementary German grammar. Stephen took the key from its ring, and the cell lock sprang back with a thudded metallic twang. So now we would see that McClary made a vibrating sound while climbing up the stairs, following his new guide. When they reached the entrance of the cell, Stephen opened the peephole and informed McClary that he was the person who had to take the exam. कि ये जो सामने जो पर्सन है वो आपका इवांस है. एग्ज़ाम जो एग्ज़ाम नहीं है उसका आपको पेपर लेना है. एंड जो एग्जामिनर कौन है यहाँ पे हमारे सामने? कौन है बेटा? McClary. So Stephen took the key from its ring, and the cell lock sprang back with a thudded metallic twang. Okay. So with a thudded metallic twang, and we could see Evans was sitting quietly facing the door, slightly away from the two tables. He was concentrating on the elementary German grammar. Stephen took one of the keys from the ring and opened the lock. The lock of the cell made a ringing sound after it sprung up. Okay. So now we would see in our next video what happened when the exam. What happened when the exam would start. Exam was going to start at 9:15. So we would see at what time exam would start and what happened during the exam. Okay. So we would see in our next video. And I hope that you will go through the chapter and understand theme of the story and the story I have taught you up to now. Thank you. Have a nice day.